Hi, Nancy Showalter here, and these are your magical minutes for an awesome week. What is the first thing you think of when I say the word responsibility? What pops into your mind? Well, you know, the dictionary says that the word responsibility is defined as being accountable or answerable to a certain thing that's within your control, or a burden of obligation. But I'd like you to think today another way about responsibility. The word responsibility. It's the ability to respond to a given situation. Respond rather than react. And what's the difference? Well, you know, sometimes a given situation happens and it triggers something in us where all of a sudden we're angry. And we didn't really make a conscious choice to be angry. Or all of a sudden we're afraid. That fear kicks in. We didn't make that conscious choice. Or we're hurt. Or whatever the emotion may be. And this comes from our past experiences, our past programming of what a certain vibrational situation triggers within us. But with responsibility, the ability to respond, we don't have to just react. The feeling may come up, that vibration of anger or fear or whatever may come up, but we have the ability to respond rather than just react and act out that anger, act out that fear, or whatever it may be. We can, and how do we do this? Okay, let's talk about that, because sometimes that's a big challenge. Well, when it comes up, here's what you can do. You know how you have a pause button on your remote? Well, that's exactly what you do with your own feelings and energy. You just hit the pause button just as soon as you feel that fear, that anger, that resentment, whatever it is that comes up. Hit the pause button. Pause it, take a step back, take a nice deep breath, and then look at your situation and make the decision of how you want to respond rather than just with an automatic reaction. And this is a powerful technique because we have the power of decision. You have the power of decision. You know, we have a cat, a pet cat, and he's so sweet and so cute and lovable and, you know, pretty obedient to things. But he loves to chew on the tassels on a pillow in our living room. And of course, we discipline him and put him out, and we're not going to allow it. But his nature is stronger than his desire not to not be punished. So you find him, he just can't help himself, even though he knows it's not the right thing to do. But you know, you're different. You have the power of decision. We can make a choice to respond differently. We don't have to just react from our instincts or just react from our past programming or things that are triggered in our consciousness. So responsibility, the ability to respond rather than react. So try this week. Notice, do you have feelings of anger or resentment or even thoughts and feelings of judgment, like, oh my gosh, what a jerk? Instead of that, pause that. If that's a habit and a momentum in your world, pause that. And then you can send love and blessings to that person to help uplift them so that they're not what you call a jerk. So this is a way that we can take an opportunity to truly exercise that divine potential within ourselves. And it's all about making a choice to respond and to respond from a higher vibration. So have a great week and notice what happens. We'll see you next week. Until then, be happy, be healthy, and be whole.